of a new level of struggle in this community. We're here about resisting eviction, about resisting misogyny, about anti-racism. We're here about equality, about organizing, mobilizing community. That's what we're here about. Not just here to eat great food and be with the most fantastic people in the world. It's part of a resistance movement. And we are recruiting all of you, each of you, actively to help us build beloved community. This building has been basically given to us by the owner, Pat. Right? Sure. Become a center to serve her community. 17 rooms. 17. We're going to do some tours in a minute, but this is really serious. We're talking about how do we activate on the principles and the concepts that we've been studying. How do we assure each other that we can do what we're doing? When you buy into community, when you help a woman come up and say, you know what Pat said to me about me tears? She said, y'all crazy. God must have sent y'all. Now we got... We need your help. We need the assistance of the organizations and the movements that you represent. We need y'all's bosses to understand that what this woman has done is surrender her home to service for this community. That's amazing. You're talking about 17 rooms. We're talking about 2 levels like this. So if you want to talk about revolution, this is the greatest revolutionary I've met in a while.
You gotta say something.
Talk about your experience.
Pull your heart out, baby.
Pull your heart out.
Wow. Where do I begin? This has been quite a journey from the beginning. I previously owned a house for 5 years. It got very, very difficult in paying the mortgage, especially when they didn't want to come down when the house market fell and things were changing percentage-wise. So I gave the house back, moved, went on about my business, didn't look back. And just this year, 2013, January, I get a letter stating that the mortgage company had taken the lien off the house, and if I wanted it, that I could have it. No mortgage, free of mortgage. So, you know, right away it kind of like, oh no, this is not true. So I called my lawyer. I was like, And at the end of the conversation, she was like, do you want the house? I said, I don't know. She said, well, then that's a decision you would have to make. She said, but it's just 2 things I'm going to ask you to do. And I was like, what's that? She said, pay your taxes and put some insurance on it. I said, yeah, right. So I hung up from her and called the mortgage company back. I said, look, if you all are playing games later on down the line, you're going to send me a huge bill saying that I have to pay this or I have to get out. I said, I'm really not interested. I said, so, thanks very much. She said, Miss Maxwell, she said, I'm going to advise 2 things for you. I said, what's that? She said, you go down there and you pay the taxes on that house, and you put some insurance on it. And you take the locks off the house that we put on it. I said, for real? She said, yeah. I said, okay, bye. So I called my lawyer back. I was like, da 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 da. She said,
wait, now, is that speaking in tongues?
At the end of that conversation, she said, I'm going to advise you of two things. She said, matter of fact, the same two things I just advised you of about 15 minutes ago. She said, Pat, pay the taxes on the house and put some insurance on it. So, right away I got off the phone. I was like, Lord, I don't know really what this is really all about. I said, but if you give me this house, I know you're going to make a way for it. I said, but there's only one thing I'm asking you to do for me, is to make it so that the community could benefit from it. Had no knowledge of none of this. I decided, you know, I don't know, you know, I can't speak for the God that you all may serve, but I know the God that I serve. He's a just God. And if He tell you to stand on His promise, I'm a living witness. He gonna come through. And He gonna show up, and He gonna show out when it gets there. Exactly what He has done here for me. I didn't even know that there was a corporation, an indication, a location of anybody that were trying to help a community come back, and come back in a real way, that it would benefit everybody in the community. Until I met Peggy, Blair, Mako, Sarah, Aaron, and I can go on.
Ooh, what about me?
Oh.
Kylie.
And if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Anthony.
Robert.
I don't know why.
Oh!
Sierra.
It got so real right now. I'm sorry.
I'm keeping it real.
That's why I live here. That's why I live here.
That's all don't mean you don't want to. Really, you know, to let you all know really where my heart is different. When I met Peggy and them, it was different for me. And they know now. They didn't know before, but I'm real anal. And it's not that they hurt my feelings at all, because they don't. I understand my illness. I'm trying.
You know what?
Do you really want to know?
Sometimes shit just needs to be right. That's nothing wrong with you.
Right.
Sometimes things just need to be right.
So then, along with that pathway, God put a man in my life. Girlfriend, you just don't know that.
Nothing to do with me, y'all. Hold on, man. Oh, yeah?
Lord put, you know, this man in my life that I really wasn't looking for anyone. Come to find out, neither was he. You know, it was something that happened. And you know when you say, you know, come when you want him, but he come right on time. I've been with him for 2 years now. And the first year I couldn't see what I'm seeing now. And that's only because God put him in my life to hold me up, to catch me when I'm falling, slow me down when I'm going too fast, and keep me encouraged.
That's the fact.
I couldn't see it the first year because I was getting to know him. But as I got to know him, all of that developed for me. And I can't thank God enough for it. Don't get it twisted. He's still a man. I ain't confused.